Hello everyone, it's Rhonda here and we are going to be kicking off our Christmas card class number 1. So obviously it takes a few seconds for this to pop up in everybody's news feed. So while that happens, I'm going to sit here and visit with you for a little bit. When you're here, definitely tell me hi. Let me know that you're here. When I do my Christmas card, I do any of my classes, especially my Christmas card classes, I love doing like a series of them. And this is my favorite time of year to make cards. I'll be honest with you, this is when I started making cards, was for Christmas cards. I grew up I shouldn't say that. My mother was pretty crafty and so was my grandmother, but I wasn't. I'm definitely not crafty at all. Hey, Gayla. And Marsha. I love seeing all my friends on here. Oh, yeah, I'm just so glad you guys are joining me. So I grew up, I just have never been crafty. I was actually kind of more on, played sports. And so I just definitely wasn't just created that way. So anyway, when I went to my first Stampin' Up party, I thought it was a stamp party, like actually like postage stamp. So I was a little surprised when I saw that it was card making. But when I went, I knew I loved it and I had fun, but I knew I'm not going to make cards. Like, I know myself, like I am just not crafty. I don't put it as a priority. So I was like, I know I won't keep up with it. But it was like, I think I went like in August, maybe September timeframe. And I thought, but I could like buy like something just to make my Christmas cards. Like I fell in love with making my Christmas cards. I really wanted to surprise people and impress them with making a handmade Christmas card. So I have always absolutely loved it. So hello friends, I see you guys all popping on here. I'm so glad you're here too, Jennifer. Jennifer is my admin on here too. So she always is so good about helping answer questions. So if you have questions, you can definitely fire away. This is what we're doing. So these are my Christmas card classes. So I've done live classes for 22 years, and I've started doing online classes. I don't know how long ago, 5 years ago, and obviously in the last several years, I've done them even more and more. So my classes I also offer online, and that means you guys can watch, and you can watch anywhere in the world. So I'm gonna do it right here, right now. But if you would like the class sent to your door, so I do ship anywhere in the United States. So we cut, we pack, we prep, we give you the cardstock, all the paper that you need, and the envelopes for free, and we ship it to you. All you have to do is place an online order. So all of my classes that I even do here in my studio, they're free when you purchase. So I believe in letting Stampin' Up pay me instead of you guys paying me. And you guys get to get more fun product for your money. And then I will send you the card so you get to craft and create and use what you are purchasing. So there is a link. I've already posted it. I will post the link in the description, and I will put it in the description of this when I put it on YouTube as well. But you have to use that link because it does need to go in my online store so I see it. And then I will send you the card packet for free. You only have to spend at least $40, and I'll give you the card packet. If you go over $50, then you're going to get an extra free gift. And today the free gift is really cool. It's actually a very pretty ribbon that you're going to get for free. So anyway, and you're going to use a lot of it on the cards too. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. I'm so glad that you guys are all here. We are going to have fun making some Christmas cards. All right, so I'm going to turn you down so you can see my hands. So how I'm doing this class is I'm going to be making 3 cards. So there are 3 Christmas cards and a box. Every week. So this is Christmas card class number 1. So there will be one every week for the next 4 weeks. And there will always be on Thursdays. Typically they'll be at 2 o'clock. Today I did have to do it early. I have a PT appointment, physical therapy on my neck. So I had to stop it. I had to go a little bit earlier for this one. But you do need to place an online order by Sunday, oh no, by Monday at midnight. So next Monday by midnight, because then I close the order down. I actually order your free goodies at that point. We work on prepping your packets and I ship them by that Thursday. So I will ship this class within a week for you. And then you'll have it, and when you get it, you can also make the cards. All right, I'm gonna turn you down. I do also will be giving you the PDF instructions too, for those of you who order the class. The PDF instructions are also on Creative Corner, for those of you who do Creative Corner. All right, so let's start with our first one. My first Christmas card I'm gonna show you guys is a non-traditional color of Christmas cards. We're gonna be using Melon Mambo and Lemon Lime Twist. So this is to me, a super fun color combination. What I'm gonna be using is this new tool. It's an embossing folder, and it cuts out all these little trees. So obviously you can use the little trees and make like a shaker project with it, for those of you who like to do that. But this also just creates a really neat, background. So again, you could have like red or green paper behind there, and you could see all the trees behind it. But what I'm doing it for is I want to use it as a template. So I've got this template, and I am going to take my Lemon Lime Twist stamp pad. And when I send you this card packet in the mail, I will give you this template. So again, you can use this template obviously on this card, but then you can use it over and over and over again on a different card. All right, then I'm going to take one of my blending brushes. You guys, I love our blending brushes. When you order them, they come in a pack of 3. So I have, I think, 10 here, and they're all labeled. So like this one I use with red, this one I use with yellow, and they're all labeled, but you can also tell by the color, but they're so beautiful. So that's my little, I love that. Okay, so I'm going to just pick up some of that ink, the Lemon Lime Twist, and I am going to just kind of blend. And I'm not doing the entire, well, I am doing the entire thing lightly, just very lightly to kind of put those trees all kind of over. But I really want it to be a little bit darker just through the middle. So this to me is so fun, because all you gotta do is when you've done that, then you can just pull it off, and look, you just got a really pretty background of those tiny little trees. And you can do any color you want to. So this is the Lemon Lime Twist. I'm just gonna go ahead and take my, this is a 4 1/4 by 11, again, piece of Melon Mambo. And I'm gonna fold that in half using our bone folder. Look how cute that is. My nail polish matches my card. I did plan that this month, and I'll show you why here in a minute. All right, and then we're gonna glue this down. I am a Stampin' Seal Plus user. I love it. I use it for just about every single thing. It's the stickiest tape that we sell, right? Next, I'm going to take some of our, again, I told you, this is kind of a non-traditional colors. They're super fun. This will very fun Christmas cards. And I am gonna show you some traditional ones too. The cool part is we have 4 weeks of Christmas classes, so I get to show you lots of different things. When I make my Christmas cards, I am looking for quick, simple, and cute because we need to mass produce a lot of them. So most of my cards will be very easily duplicatable, and I do that intentionally for Christmas cards. Every once in a while, I'll show you some that might be a little bit more, time consuming, but I have to make and send out sometimes 300 or more. Sometimes I make special ones like for my family and friends that will have a photo included. So throughout the weeks, I'm going to share with you some cards that you can also use where you can include like a photo. Today, I'm going to share with you a card where you can include a letter. Do any of you include like a family letter when you do your Christmas cards? I'm actually curious. I love the ones that do, so I highly recommend it. And I know it sounds like, oh, you're bragging about your family, but people are actually really curious about what you did that year. So I love the Christmas letters. So if you've ever wondered, oh, should I do them or not? I think you should do them. I really enjoy the Christmas cards I get that have a letter. So I want to show you how you could have a handmade card, obviously, but then also include a letter in it too. So that will be our last card that we do. Okay, so I'm going to take that. I used our black and white gingham ribbon. This is a super fun layout and color scheme. So those of you who are just joining me, I use it's called the Tiny Trees die. And it's one die, it's one big die, and it cuts out the whole background of trees. So you could really do it really cute and pop up different colors behind it. You can put green behind it, you can put designer series paper behind it. But I actually used it to create a template to do the trees and just the back there. All right, the stamp set I'm using is very cute. This has nothing to do with the bears, but I love this saying, Christmas is better together. Love that saying. So, oh, there's my heater. So I have a circle, and I'm gonna use our Melon Mambo stamp pad, and I already have the stamp mounted. Christmas is better together. This is definitely one of my favorite sayings. And I don't get me wrong, I love that stamp set for the bear and the tree and all of that. You can still use that too. But this is, I think, one of the best parts of it is that saying, Christmas is better together. Pardon my reach. I need to grab my dimensionals. I'll leave them out here. So anyway, did you guys all tell me if you include a Christmas letter or not? I'm really curious if those who do. Do you guys include like a picture, like a family picture or something? I love those too. So Christmas cards are, I think, such a thoughtful thing to do over the holidays, and making them handmade is even better. So I'll tell you what, I really hope those of you watching that you do your Christmas cards this year. When you send them to people, it really makes a difference. All right, Christine includes a letter. So here's our card. Now let me show you, it's so simple, you could seriously stop right there. Here's another version where I did more traditional colors, Poppy Parade and Granny Apple Green. And I used some of the iridescent iridescent white ribbon too, and then Peace on Earth. So you can obviously go, this one's a little bit more fun. I wanted to share with you one of our new kits. Alina, can you see if I left that Christmas is Everywhere kit? I think it might be on my desk. Shoot, I want to share with you one of our new kits that just came out. Stampin' Up! Has been coming out with lots of new kits every month. And this one, we are actually featuring it in our upcoming bingo. But I stuck it somewhere. Maybe it's over by the cutting table. Oh, you found it, yay! So the Christmas is Everywhere. If you're on my email list, I emailed out this morning about, I'm doing a bingo in a couple weeks. It's an online bingo. See, I told you this is like my favorite color combination. So you're going to, you'll be making in the bingo, you're going to get this whole kit. So you can make there's 9 Christmas cards in here that are really cute. And then, but you get this stamp set. So I love the cute little stamp set that's in there. But you also make 4 more cards that we've designed. So I'm going to show you some really great ways to use that cute little tree. So that is in my bingo. I emailed it out this morning, so hopefully you're on my email list. That's how I email. That's how I do most everything. I will post it here too, but when you post things on Facebook, you don't always get to see them. It's kind of a hit or miss chance. But when you sign up for my email list, that's the best way. So I love this cute little stamp set that's included in the kit. So when you sign up for bingo, you all will get one of these. You can use it, or you could actually just keep it as a gift and give it as a gift. So I'm going to take our Memento Black and stamp that tree there. And you don't have to add anything more to this card. It is so cute just the way that it is. But I did want to show you, when I was making it, I thought, oh, that tree is like the perfect little tree to add to this card. And I wanted to add just a little pop of black to it because I used that black and white ribbon. Okay, I have another question for you, those of you watching. We've got a lot of you on here. We have about 130. Here's a question for you. Do you like non-traditional Christmas colors, or does that bug you? Like, I love non-traditional Christmas colors. But I also love ones that are traditional, so I can go both ways. I'm not particular about one. But like, see, these are very non-traditional. I love the Pool Party and Petal Pink and Lost Lagoon. And then this one is the Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green. And then this one obviously is also kind of non-traditional, but it's still, to me, it's a really cute Christmas card. All right, so we're going to, but some people are like, no way, Rhonda, you have to stick with, red and green or very, very traditional. But then I'm just gonna add this little tree over here. There you go. So there's a fun, super fun card. You could obviously sprinkle on I think some rhinestones would go perfect on there. When you place your order to get this class for free, again, you're going to get all the supplies to make the cards, and you're going to get a box too. When you do that, the only thing I do not include is the dots, because you can use whatever dots you want to. But this time, if you spend over $50, you're going to get a free, here, this is what I was looking for. These are the 4-pack tinsel gems. They have this green it might even be yellow, but I think it matches this perfectly. So I'm gonna use, and then there's like a pink that I'm gonna put on the top of that tree. Let's see if you guys can see it. So this is the 4-pack tinsel gems. It matches, it matches this perfectly. There you go. I'm just gonna sprinkle on a couple of those, and voila, card number 1. All right. Let's move on to card number 2. Again, here was another variation of that card to show you a little bit more traditional red and green. All right. I did tell you that I was going to tell you why I have pink nails, but this is October. I'm sure most of you all guessed it, but October is breast cancer awareness. And in my Creating for Christ group, I always do a monthly class. And so the projects are usually very faith-based. We include a lot of scripture. We are creating for Christ. So we always create with Christ in mind. But this month we are doing a class focused on supporting breast cancer. So you can still register. I think you have until you have about 5 or 6 more days to register. But these are all beautiful, beautiful cards, and they are all in shades of pink. I use the So Sincere stamp set. But as a part of the class, you'll make all of these cards, and obviously you'll make the case to hold them in. You'll get the sequins. Look how, this is my favorite one. I love the leaves in pink. I just think it's so beautiful. And I also did the blending in the background there too. This card is really cool. I use the paper florist, and then look, when you open it, there's that. But then when I cut that out, I used it on this card. And look, I did the exact same technique. Look, I loved it so much. This one though is with our polka dot. We have a die that's all polka dot background, and so that's kind of how I copied this idea. Do you see? I didn't even realize I did that. So there's that one. This one is using the bubble bath and the berry burst with our beautiful vellum. Then here's the last one that's using our melon mambo that I just used. But the little sequins are just so beautiful, and they're sparkly. So this is perfect for people that that are going through breast cancer, but really any sickness at all. Hope you're feeling better soon. You're in my heart and my prayers. This one is so very proud of you. I have a friend who's going through breast cancer, and she's also choosing to go with the cryogenics to try to save her hair, and it is an 11-month fight. And she has to wear her ice cap on her head for 8 hours, 4 hours before chemo and 4 hours after, and then during chemo, and she has to change it every 20 minutes. Anyway, this card is for her. That I'm so very proud of her with how strong she's being as she's going through treatments. I'm so thankful for you. Knowing you brings joy to my heart. Again, somebody going through a treatment needs to know that they do bring joy and that we're so proud of them. And here's one. Hope your day is a happy one. Again, as people are going through treatments, it's so long, or when people are sick, it's so lonely because they really can't be around people. They can't do a whole lot. So I wanted to give us a class that we can do to really encourage the spirits of those that are going through breast cancer, or really, again, any sickness. This is not just for breast cancer. But anyway, this class is still available. We also give in the Creating for Christ. We believe in being the hands and feet of Jesus. And so what I give this class every month for free, the tutorial, we have 6 or 7 years worth of tutorials. We do a class every month, and we've never missed a month in 7 years. So if you're looking for some faith-based classes to copy and to inspire you, or to run card ministries, Creating for Christ Facebook group, and then in the file section. But we post the tutorial for free. Anyway, that's why I have my pink nails, is so it will so that it matches my breast cancer awareness. All right, let's jump into our next card. This one is going to be way more traditional. We're using crumb cake for our base. And then I'm using the Shining Christmas Designer Series paper. But on this card, I want it to be more muted, so I'm using the background. Look at, this is the Shining Christmas. Look how beautiful it is. So I can just show you some of the samples I've made with it. The Shining Christmas is not in a catalog. This is an online-only purchase. It's $15, but you can find it in our online store. So it's called Shining Christmas. Look at this card. I love how it opens. And then also like this one, the candy canes. So I would keep moving it because you can see how beautiful it is. So that's our Shining Christmas. For this one though, I am doing the more muted side. So I'm gonna glue down this beautiful holly paper to a piece of our white. We're going to take some linen thread. Yes, you guys all know. You know I'm going to use this. There's no doubt about it. I always do. So I'm going to take the linen thread and wrap that around a couple times. And we're going to tie a bow. All right, so this is card number 2. We're in the middle of my Christmas card class series. So we're going to do 4 Christmas card classes, 1 each week. They are ones that you can, if you place an order by Monday at midnight with using the link that I provided, then you will get the class for free sent to you in the mail. Whenever you come to my classes, you get to make your cards for free. So that's how I price my face-to-face classes too, and that's how I've always done it. I really do believe in Stampin' Up paying me, and then you guys get product for your money. So anyway, there's that. I have this piece of crumb cake, and I'm going to, oh, by the way, this card, I'm going to be using the Trucking Along bundle. Alina, can you see if I left the Trucking Along stamp set on my desk? Because it's not in here. So the Trucking Along bundle, if anybody's aware of this, it came out in July. It was one of our July products. It literally sold out in a matter of like minutes, or probably about, it sold out in the middle. Was it back there? The Trucking Along? Oh, perfect. Here we go. It sold out in a matter of hours. Like the punch sold out. But guess what? It is now back, so you guys can purchase it. It is in stock. Again, it might sell out again, but right now it is available. So that's the bundle we're going to use. I have been waiting to use this since July. I am so excited. This is my first time showing it online. I'm also going to use, it's called the Sparkling Snowflakes Tag Topper. So I'm going to create a tag, and it is going to punch out a snowflake. This is a brand new product. I wanted to create a tag. Then look at the, can you see how cute that is? It creates this really neat little topper on it. And that is going to go on the top of our card. Next, Let's see if I've got everything I need. Probably not. Arlena's got to leave here in a few minutes, so I'm going to be in trouble. We're going to take the truck, and we are going to, look, this is the first time I've used it. I'm not lying. Like, I have been waiting to use this because it wasn't available for so long. And now I've got 4 weeks of Christmas card classes, so you better believe you're going to be seeing it again and again. All right, so I'm going to take the truck. He is so cute. I'm going to stamp it first in our black. This is our black memento, so our black. And I'm going to, let's see here. You got to make sure you go in the right direction. That way when you put it into the punch. So I punched our truck. Isn't it cute? Who owns this bundle? Some people were lucky enough to get it right away when available. And then there's others of us that, you know, we hesitated a little bit and then didn't get it. I probably was one of our fastest items that we've had that has ever sold. But the cool part is with Stampin' Up, they do order more. It just takes a little bit to get it back in stock. So I'm so grateful that Stampin' Up does that. They don't have to. They could just say, sell what we got and boom, move on to the next thing. But they don't do that. They take the time to reorder more so that we can, you know, continue to use it and continue to get it. Okay, so now I'm gonna line up the truck. Oh boy, I'm gonna try to line up the truck. On a video, it's not always easy. So I did use cherry cobbler. To me, that's like an old, like a Christmas, you know, truck. And I'm going to punch that out. Lined it up and punched it out. I'm also, while I have my stamps out, I'm going to also, there is a Christmas tree. And so I'm going to the tree that will, because this is going to be a Christmas card, obviously. But the beautiful part of this bundle is that it's not just Christmas. So you can use it for lots of other events too. So there is fresh or special delivery. So you can have like presents in there. There is beautiful trees. You can have, there's even a palm tree and a surfboard. So, you know, every day is a fresh start, sending you sunny thoughts. And then there's one wishing you a festive Christmas. But really, like, you can have all kinds of different things. This is not just a Christmas stamp, which is nice that you can have that versatility. All right, here we go. I'm gonna grab a block. So I'm gonna stamp that's the trees, and then, oh shoot, I don't know why I keep putting away my cleaner. I need to leave that out. And I'm going to, normally when I'm stamping, I just like make a big fat mess, but I'm trying to not make that big of a mess. So I can find things later. All right, see, I said that and then I just threw my clear stamp. I shouldn't do that. All right, then I'm going to take our garden green, and that's a really nice Christmas color. Christmas tree color, and that's gonna go over top of there. Perfect. I'm going to do fussy cutting, which is not my favorite thing to do. I am not a fussy cutter. And the reason why I've learned is I'm just not patient. It helps to have patience. And I'm actually just in general not really the most patient person. It's not my strong suit. If you ask me what my strong suit is, I would definitely not say patience. All right. It's one of my very well-known prayers. I have to pray all the time that God gives me patience. All right. Almost done. I could have fussy cut this beginning so you didn't have to watch it. I also don't want to make you sit here and watch me cut. Like, you guys all know how to cut. But I'm almost done. There we go. Okay. So then we'll take another dimensional. All right, let's assemble the rest of our card. So I got this really adorable tag. And we're going to put our truck down. See. Did you guys all tell me who owns this bundle? Oh, Gayla loves fussy cuts. Guess what? A lot of my friends do. So I know, you know, it's kind of like, are you team fussy cut or are you team against fussy cut? Most of the people that I work with here in my studio like to fussy cut. Nancy and Arlena, they're fussy cutters. So, and Jane. So what I do is I will be making this card and I'll turn around and say, Nancy, can you cut this out for me? Nancy, can you do that for me? Arlena, can you? I give it to them to do that cutting for me. Look at that. But see, it's so cute. So yes, I know that I don't like to fussy cut, but it was worth it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the front of our card. Can you see how cute this is? This is one that I'd love to make about 20 or 30 of. So when I do my Christmas cards, I rarely make all the same one. Well, obviously I use a lot of them that I make here in the studio, but when I need to mass produce them, I'll pick and I'll make like 20 of one, 20 of another, 20 of another, because I like to play with all the things. So I like to choose a couple different patterns. And then I'll have like some people that I'll send more of like a fun one to. And then I'll have ones that I'll send, you know, more of my Christ-based ones to. And then I'll have ones that, you know, I like to use all the things. So I usually pick, you know, 5 or 6 different patterns and I'll just mass produce those. All right. This is like the cutest card. And I really love that snowflake. You guys see that? I really love that snowflake tag. So that's a new thing. Last but not least, we're going to take the words with our cherry cobbler stamp set. See, this time I was smart and I left my cleaner out so that I could clean a little bit faster. All right, let's get the words out of here. I could have stamped those wheels black. Do you think I should do that? I'm afraid I'll screw it up, but let's try. You could actually stamp those words. I mean, the tires. So they actually have a stamp here that are the wheel. See, I'm afraid I'm going to screw it up because I already have it on dimensionals. So I'm not going to. I'm too nervous to mess that up. I would have done it if I hadn't glued it down already. I would, but now that it's already glued down, I don't want to mess it up because I'll mess up my whole card. Next time, you can stamp in the tires. I didn't even think about stamping in the tires. All right, so I'm gonna take the wishing you a festive Christmas on one of our labels from Stylish Shapes. Look at that, it fits perfectly. Yes, I could use the blends to color the wheel. I could definitely do that. All right, I'm glad great minds all work together. And you guys are always so helpful. Okay, here we go. Yep, you're all telling me just color them in. Yep, I'll do that afterwards. I don't have my blends with me up here. Okay, so there we go. Adding the label right there and one of my favorite Christmas cards all ready to go. Okay, so if you're just joining me, this was our card 1, but see how fun it is to do all the different styles. So this one, crumb cake and cherry cobbler with the brightly shining. All right, let's move on to card number 3. You guys ready for that one? Hopefully you're hanging in there. Let's see here. Let me clean off my stamps before I put them back. Arlena will appreciate that because a lot of times I just shove them in there. Then she's got to go behind me. And I could do it myself, but I just don't. And I forget. And the next thing you know, I can't find anything because it's all sitting back here on my desk and I haven't put it away. All right, let's go on to, project number 3. We're using a piece of 6x6 paper. This is a really fun layout. Very, very, very fun layout. So you can make so many different samples with this. I actually did this with my team last night, and it was our mystery project. And so I love to do that because then, so every month I do 2 team meetings a month. We do one that's live here in Michigan, and then we do one that's on Zoom. And the one in Michigan, we also stream through Facebook, but on the Zoom, you know, everybody can join in, and we do lots of crafting together, and we have people show us what they're working on and demonstrations, and I do a mystery project. So then we challenge everybody to make the same mystery project and then show it to us. So this was my mystery project last night, so I'm going to show you my other version too. But okay, so you're going to start off with a piece of 6x6 paper. I just wanted to show you this really neat card layout, and I believe I got this idea from Karen Titus. I saw one of her videos, and it was like so simple, and I loved it. So I'm taking a piece of that Merry and Bright paper, which guys, obviously I don't have the whole pack up here, but it's very merry and bright. Lots of bright trees and reds and lots of beautiful colors for Christmas. So I am going to cut this down to 5 inches. So I'm going to cut off that inch. And then I'm going to, the other direction, I'm going to score this at 2 1/4. So you need to score it, so score lightly. You don't want to bust through your paper. And you're going to fold it to look like that. This is a really fun layout that you could make lots of different patterns with. You can have fun with it. All right, so I am using some traditional Christmas colors, so Poppy Parade and Granny Apple Green. The first thing I'm going to do is glue down this piece here that we just did. I'm going to glue that down to our Granny Apple Green. That's 4 by 5 1/4. This one's bright, fun Christmas colors. And then that's going to get glued down to a piece of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So this is a very fun, bright. Hey, is it your sister? His name is Sue, right? Right, Arlena? Yeah, she just popped on. Hi, Sue. Nancy's here. All right. So next I have our Radiating Stitches dies. I ran 2 of them. I don't know if you guys. Oh, by the way, we're going to be using the Sending Cheer bundle for this card. Can you guys see that? This is the Sending Cheer bundle is one of my top favorites. I'm using it for my card club this month. Okay, so card club members, I'm going to do a sneak peek. You have 1 more day to join card club. The deadline is the 20th if you're not already a member, but we have like 170 some members right now, but we have room for more. So I'm going to show you. We are featuring the Sending Cheer, but we're doing it in not the bright colors, very traditional colors. So these are our card club cards for the month. Now card club, there's 4 different cards, but they make 2 of each of them. So they get to make 8 cards every single month. But look at that. So we're using that brightly shining, beautiful paper. We're using the iridescent ribbon, which is we're going to be using. The little Santa hat is so cute. These are traditionally red and green. This one's beautiful. It has a little layer of vellum on there. Behind that argyle. Cute little stocking. And then here's the last one. Isn't he so cute with the gingerbread? So then you can, I always love to just decorate a little bit of the inside. So there you go. That's Card Club. You can still join. Well, you can join whenever you want to. But to get those cards, you have to join by tomorrow. My deadline is the 20th of each month. So those of you who are part of Card Club, you are gonna, I love to give you lots of reasons of why you're gonna want to have this Sending Cheer bundle. So what I'm gonna do is we are going to run through the, I'm not gonna stamp, we're gonna use the dies. We're gonna take the stocking die, and then there is this like little fluffy top at the white at the top, and then there are this little pieces at the bottom. And I'm gonna get my Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. This is the little mini one because I think it fits a little bit nicer here on my screen. And we are going to run through first the stocking. We're going to run through with our Poppy Parade. There you go. And let's run that baby through here. I've got it off kilter. You gotta make sure you got it lined up right. actually hard to stamp sitting down, or it's hard to run this sitting down. Let me stand up so I can see what I'm doing, because I'm gonna mess up that. Here you go. And I'm probably turning it, there we go. Jeez, sorry. Are you a sitter or a stander? I usually stand, so it's a little tricky for me to do it sitting down. All right, then I have just some scrap white, and well, that looks like a little bit too. Some scrap white, and we're gonna run through those little other pieces. I love that in this set of dies, there is a cute stocking, there is a cute Santa hat, there's a present, a little gingerbread, and they actually have a tab on it that you can cut off if you want to. But you leave it on there, then you can string it through and you can create tags out of all of them. So very, very, very useful bundle. So I have made tags with them. I have also, I didn't bring my little pokey tool up here, so we'll use our little scissors and get those out. Okay, so there's all the pieces. Actually, while I have this out, I need to run one more because, well, I already have it out, and it's gonna make it a lot easier if I just do it all at once. So we're sneak peeking to our last project. I'm using to do the same thing, but I'm gonna use blueberry bushel. Blueberry bushel wasn't on my radar, but literally is like one of my favorite colors. So blueberry bushel, and I'm gonna do granny apple green for the little pieces, and then I need some white. So we're gonna run that through the other direction. There we go. Then I'll be done running it. Oh gosh, I don't have something lined up right. Let's see if that. Why I'm making this more difficult than it needs to be. There. I guess it's important to have it lined up right. I'm usually just moving so fast, things are kind of kitty-wampus. All right, now I'm done with my die cutting work. I don't mind doing die cutting work when I'm doing it by myself. For you guys, it's like I just want to get through it a little faster, so you don't have to sit and watch me do this. But this, if you don't have a die cutting, it's okay. Obviously, eventually, you all eventually will get it because it's so good. But starting off with a little mini machine is perfect. Both of my daughter-in-laws just started crafting, and that's what they both got too. They both started off with a little mini machine. My one daughter-in-law, Michaela, is about ready to get the big one. Eventually you'll probably get the big one, but to start off with. All right, so that's for later, my next project, but we're gonna be almost done because we already have that done. Okay, so let's finish our card. I did that really, the red one, and I'm just gonna take a little bit, oh, there's my tool. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that green glue and put that here and here. Well, I might as well put it up here too, for our different pieces. So here's the fuzz at the top. You get to build it up whatever size you want to. And can you guys see behind me? Oh no, duh, not yet. You might have in the beginning, but I actually used this. I'm using this with a fun little thing I'm doing with my team. But you could actually make the cutest little, like, I'm gonna show you real quick. I'll bring it up here to see. So if you can see behind me, isn't that so cute? That's all stockings and hats and the little names. I wrote little names. So I'm doing it for my team, that when they bring in a new team member, we're adding them to our little team list. But I want to do like a sampler, like a little project where we just, you put your little family's names on there and you put a little thing on it. I'm going to do that. It's going to be a project I'm doing in November, and you would write your own, your own family. Anyway, so there is that. This is going to go up here at the top, like this. the ribbon that I'm going to use. So this is the ribbon that is going to be included in your, if you spend over $50, you're going to get this for free. This is a $9 ribbon, so it's, you know, it is stunningly beautiful. So, you know, look at it on this card, right? So this is so pretty. It's soft, it ties great little bows. I love this iridescent ribbon. And like, I've included it in something else too recently, but this is one that I'll use in my gift wrapping. So I'll use it for, you know, to put some of my presents together. So you're gonna wanna have an extra bolt of this. If you already have one, you're gonna want two. So anyway, if your order goes over $50, then you will be able to, I'll include this for free for you. Hey, can you bring me a different pair of scissors? These are terrible. I think I can tell there's like glue on them, so I must have like been using them to cut open a box. I'm sure I did. I was too lazy to go get there. Oh, much better. Thank you, Arlena. Okay, so I'm going to take that, add that to the top of our card, and then see, isn't that so sweet? Then I'm going to take the Poppy Parade stamp pad. This paper really matches the Poppy Parade the best. I mean, obviously you can use real red, but Poppy Parade is just a much brighter, kind of fun Christmas red. To me, it's more like a candy cane red. All right, so they're sending cheer. This card is so cute. Sometimes even if you guys don't like it, it's all right, because I know it makes me super happy. But look how fun of a card that is. Someone would love to get this in the mail. So this is why I'm saying, this is why I started my Christmas cards. That's the first cards I made were Christmas cards. And I just was secretly kind of doing it because I want to impress my family, my sister, actually specifically my sister-in-laws, because they were so crafty and they were so good. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna surprise them and make something too. So you could decorate this little inside, but how cute is that? And so this layout, again, I told you it was our mystery project that we did. This was another version using that ribbon. So using a lot of the things that we used today already. So I love it that you can have like the same supplies, but you can do like two totally different little versions with it there. So very fun card. I'm so glad you love it. Thank you guys. You know, if you really love it, you can hit the share button. When you hit the share button, then it also helps you to be able to go back and find this video later, because sometimes it like disappears. All right, our last project. So for my Christmas classes, you're going to be making 3 cards, and then the last item is going to be like either a treat box or a bag or a gift giving or something. So we're going to be making a treat box, and I want to show you one of Stampin' Up's new products. And I love it when Stampin' Up does all the scoring. This one even has all the adhesive. This box is so simple. I'm using a strip of paper out of that Marion Bright. So it's the same pack where we got this really, really cute one too. And I'll show you a few other samples here in a second. So all you have to do is, this one already comes scored for you. So I always just recommend, folding along all those lines. This one also comes with the adhesive on it. Now, of all the boxes that we have, this one, I definitely like to use this little tool here. This one is very heavy duty. So this is not flimsy at all. This one is very heavy duty. So you can put a lot in here. I have done some really fun things with these boxes. So I'm gonna show you those here in a minute. But just doing one is great. You can fit, you could tuck in there some money, or you can, make sure I'm doing this correctly. It usually does that, but that's not what's going on. Okay. Let's see. So strange. see the one I did here. Oh geez, no, that's right. I don't know why. That is really weird. I almost think, oh gosh, I gotta fold the other direction. Sorry. Oh, I like to blame it on something, but I just was going the wrong. I knew something wasn't right. I just folded it the wrong direction. All right, so the tabs go on the inside, like that. I hope you guys are laughing at me. I'm not thinking I'm so dumb. See, look at that cute one. No peeking. I love it. So I wanted to that's why I'm going to show you. But listen, okay, so you have to make sure there is a right way to fold it and a wrong way. I didn't even put that 2 and 2 together. Okay, and then same thing. So there's 2 pieces to this box, which also was confusing at first. We did these for Halloween, and there's 2 pieces. So there's one piece that has this little divot out of it. This is like the drawer, so it's kind of like a drawer. It's to me, it's a super fun box. It's not like an average, and it's again very heavy duty. It's made out of a very thick, even heavier than cardstock. It's made out of, can you hear that? Like, it's a really heavy duty box. Okay, then your job is just to decorate it. I want to show you just very simply, a real simple decoration. I'm just going to take some of our designer series paper, and I'm going to go to the bottom of the box and glue that down. I'm going to show you some variations where you could actually put paper. You know, this one, though, we want to make simple. Then I'm going to put, so this is your 12 inches by 2 inches. I'm just going to wrap that around there. You're going to use that ribbon, that iridescent ribbon. And we're going to, see, I tell you, I love this ribbon so much. It's beautiful, especially for Christmas and the holidays. And, oh, it's so nice to have our snips. And I'm just going to tie a bow here on top. I would also do either like the Open Me or the For You and dangle that. I'm not going to. We're just going to assemble this, your other stocking here. So this is the one I already ran. So it's blueberry bushel, granny apple green. There you go. And then white. Isn't it cute though in the shades of blue? Oops, it goes this way. There. And then the little pieces that make it look even more like a stocking. So these are fun little colors. Blue. I know, Michelle, blue is one of your favorite colors. So again, this is one of those more non-traditional. And then I can just put this here on the front if I want to. So yeah, I'm gonna put this on the front. And then there is, you grab off a couple of those. The stamp set has this For You, Open Me. I'm gonna take the Open Me, I think is fun. There's a to and a from. So plus with the blueberry bushel, we're gonna stamp the Open Me right there. Just on a scrap piece of paper, and then we're just gonna hand trim that out. So I think this is a really fun little project idea. Okay. All right, let's assemble that all together. We're almost done. That little middle poke out there. Okay. On the front of our box. Oops. Put it back into place. There. And then the Open Me. I'll just put a little there. Actually, I want to put it up there. I'm gonna take a dimensional. There. Oh, I put it on the wrong side. Try again, Rhonda. This side here. There. So, open me. There you go. Okay, let's bring you all up here. Bring it all together. You know what I love to do. I love to ask you, which was your favorite card? Which was your favorite project? So let's go back to show you what they all were. Card number 1 is this one, Christmas is Better Together. You're gonna have either the black and white gingham ribbon, or you're gonna have the shimmer, the iridescent ribbon, but this is, you can make whichever one that you want to make, but here's card number 1. Card number 2 was our Trucking Along card with the new snowflake tag topper. Card number 3 was the Sending Cheer stocking, of course. I'll be honest with you. Jennifer said, nope, no favorites. You're funny. I know, Jennifer, I missed Bible study today because I was getting ready for this and packing for retreat. I couldn't. Hi, Annie. How are you doing? Do you have Simon with you right now? Is he hanging right by you? Anyway, so there is Sending Cheer. So for when it comes to, what I was going to say, when it comes to Christmas cards and you have to send out a lot of them, sometimes you don't necessarily have the ability to write a whole lot. So I like it when you can just write a little bit. But okay, so I asked any of you if you send out a Christmas letter. So I have a sample Christmas letter here. I want to show you how I send those out. So I'm going to take one of our normal cards. So it would not work with like this one. It needs to be kind of like a more standard card. So, oh yeah, and project number 4 was our box. You can vote on the box too. That box is cute, isn't it? And let me show you this before I know, squirrel all over the place. Look at this set of boxes. So the boxes can also be glued together. So here it is, beautiful, spelled joy. Isn't it gorgeous? So pretty. So there's a set of 3. Using the same pattern, look at this set of 4. So this is where I'm saying that you can also cover the boxes by just cutting, Lisa Bauer chose 3. Oh, good. So you can also cover the boxes by cutting the squares at 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. But isn't this so cool? So I'd imagine this to like give for like my granddaughter, or if you had a granddaughter. So I would even make this for like my daughter or daughter-in-laws. And in one of them, I'd put maybe like a pair of cute little earrings, and another one I might put in there like a gift card or a gift certificate, and then another one I might put like some like little lip stuff. Or so each little box you can like put like a little bracelet or something. You can put some different fun things in there. And here is a stack of 2. So this is also showing you that merry and bright, that there's a lot of fun patterns in that merry and bright, and the Sending Cheer. So anyway, those are the treat boxes. I told you I was going to show you more. And then here is the other one with the little Santa hat, and this was just has a belly band wrapped around it too. Chocolate bombs, good idea, Pat. Chocolate bombs would be really cute. You could do like one a chocolate bomb. You could do one like the little mini marshmallows, and then the other one you could do like the little peppermint pieces that you could put in there. That was a really cute idea. All right, I always get very sidetracked. Okay, we're back to the Christmas letter. So what you can do is just an option for you. Oh, this might not work with the size of a card. I didn't even realize that. We're going to do it with this one. Okay, so what you would do is I'm going to turn it down real quick so I can show card keys. Oh, that was real nice, Kelly. I wish I was on your Christmas list. That would be fun. Is you're going to take your Christmas letter and you're going to fold it in half. Okay, so and if you don't do a Christmas letter, I challenge you to. Christmas letters are like really quite, people love them. And you're gonna just glue down, oh man. Oh yeah, this is the long one. I usually do a different direction, but you're going to glue that down into the middle of your card. So it has to be like just a standard card that opens like normal. So you just kind of glue that in there, and then you just go ahead and fold it back like you did. Okay, so now, so there's your card, and you open it up, and then you open it up that way. Yeah, that was dumb. I glued it in upside down. So you obviously would glue it the other direction. So, and I don't want to tear it. But so anyway, that is how you can package up a Christmas letter inside your, do you see that, Arlena? I took it and I glued it in there and opened it up, and I literally glued it in upside down. But there we go. So it's a really generous Santa, yeah. So it's again, it's just your normal card. It's the normal way that you would send it. But then when you do the letters, you open it up, and then they'll fold it out, and then look, there's your Christmas letter. Isn't that really cool? So it makes it more interactive. It does. It does. So you just glue down the one side, and then make sure it's going the right direction, and glue it down, and then you do that way. So all right, thank you guys so much for joining me. If you do place an order to get the class for free, I'll send it to you next Thursday, and you will also get the PDF instructions. For those of you who are on my Creative Corner, they will also show up there, all of my 4 classes. So this is class number 1. Hopefully you can join me next week as well. Very quickly, I am doing something so cool tonight that you guys can all be a part of. I have hundreds and hundreds of classes I have left over. The nature of my business is that I usually always cut for a few extra in case like something happens, because I ship out my classes. So a lot of classes I'll have like 2 or 3 left over. Sometimes I'll even cut for classes before I even know how many people are coming, because I have to work ahead because of my schedule. So sometimes I'll like accidentally cut for like 10 extra or something. So I have lots and lots of classes. Let me show you an example. I've got one like right here. So for instance, like this will be a sample class, and it'll have a stamp set. This one has a set of note cards. This one also has an entire pack of paper with it. What paper? Oh, that, so a lot of it is, all of it is retired, but some of it won't be. Some of it will be things that are current that I will still have to order. It's not a buy one, get one free. No. They will all be like priced. Usually they're somewhere between $25 and $35. And they are priced at what they were when I offered them. But then I will show you the class, and then I'll say, okay, I have 10 of these, or I have 4 of these, or I have 6 of these, and then the first 6 people who claim them will get them. So that is just an example. They'll all be packaged up. I'm not kidding you, I probably have 200 or 300 classes. We might not even get through them all tonight, but so I am not doing it here. I'm doing it in a private Facebook group, and I posted the link. I've emailed out the link, but you do need to be a part of that group if you want to shop with me tonight. So I'm excited. That's what I have going on this evening at 6:30. All right, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, Annie got the Seaside Bay. You did. Annie, you swiped up all of them that I had left over the weekend. We had a live retreat last weekend, and so I'm seeing a lot of my friends on here. So we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.